Okay, now let's have a look at the valve actuator. These valve actuators come in a small plastic bag. One has to be quite careful not to lose any small parts. There are 2 screws for mounting. There is a spring inside and the piston with a plunger. Then there are 2 ports on each side. One is marked by the number 12 plus P1, and the second one is marked by the number 10, P2. This one is the output port, where I've already put a small bronze damper, which reduces the noise when the valve operates. Now, we make sure that everything is in the right sequence. The spring is inside, then the piston with the plunger facing outwards. You might want to flip the rotocube over, and then be careful. You put the plunger downwards, then the spring and the cover. The port where you put the damper has to face the front of the rotocube. It takes a little force. You might have to press it down. And now carefully tighten the 2 screws. Don't tighten just one screw first completely and then the second one, but always tighten each one a little. Now the new valve actuator is put in place. What we need is this connector for the 6mm air hose. It already comes with an O-ring pre-installed, so there is no need for Teflon tape or any other sealer rings or whatever. It comes with a 1/8" thread. So let's screw it into the valve actuator and then slightly tighten it using a 11mm wrench. Once the actuator is back in place, we can put back the air hose. And now let's test it. For the test, I have a small installation. We need air, pressurized air, to operate the valve. Now here I have a J-piece and 2 shut-off valves. We put No. Okay, now let's test the rotocube. Unscrew the nut in the back for where we connect the solvent. Again, be careful not to lose any parts. Here I prepared a small adapter where we can connect a 6mm hose, which we connect instead of the nut and the ring. And the same we do in the front. Now let's connect the air hose and open the main valve. As we can see, now here I have a shutoff valve which is normally closed, another one which is normally closed. Be careful with these valves, they only operate in one direction. Here, this hose we connect to this quick connect fitting for the solvent dilution valve. Now, when we open the first one, this first valve, we can open the first valve. We open the first valve, which opens our actuator. We close it, relieve the pressure. We close that again. Again, we open this first valve to put pressure on the plunger. Then this valve will open and the air will come out here, out of this port. We close it again, and to make this actuator close, we have to just relieve the pressure. Now let's also check that everything is tight. Here I have a 6mm plug. Same thing. We open, relieve the pressure. Again. Now the system is pressurized. This valve is open. Quickly check if you're here. Whether you hear anything, which is not the case, fine. We relieve the pressure. So, as we have seen, our solvent valve works fine now. So, let's shut off the main air supply, which I have under the table, and relieve the pressure. Disconnect the hoses. Remove our adapters. Then we can put back the original parts of our compression fittings. If you have to replace one or both wash valves, the procedure is exactly the same. The only small difference is here we have a distribution piece and 2 additional pieces of air holes. Apart from that, everything is the same. As we have seen, our rotocube is now fine again. The dosing valve works and we can close it. Let's put back the sidewall. Finally, we can put back the cover.